Hi, my name's Rebecca Coppock. I am the owner of Little Panda Acts of Kindness, which means also, on a pun, little random acts of kindness, because I believe we all need to share that in this world today, especially with all the stuff that's going on. But enough about that. I create these little fabric dolls. They started when I was teaching. I am now a retired K through 12 art teacher. And one day I had fourth graders creating monster dolls out of felt, and they just fell in love with them. And I particularly remember one little guy who made several of these little felt dolls because it was like a security for him. He just took them and made him his little community. So it just was impressive to me that something so small and so simple can bring joy into somebody's heart. And then I moved back into the high school again, and I started working on these fabric dolls. For example, a couple of like these dolls, I would just sit and work on them at my desk while they were working on their art projects. And students would just kind of keep coming over to my desk and asking me what I'm doing. And I told them I'm just making these funny little dolls. And they were growing to love them too. So they were asking me how to make them for themselves. So they just kind of stemmed from there. And then I retired. And I had all these dolls just sitting around. I'm like, what am I going to do with all these dolls now? And my son came to me one day and said, Mom, have you ever thought about selling at the Erie Pride? And he got me set up selling as a vendor at the Erie Pride, and it's just kind of taken off from there. I now seem to have some people that seek me out for my dolls when I'm sitting there selling my dolls. I hope that when people look at my dolls or receive one of my dolls that they chuckle, they're laughing at them, but then as they look at them, they begin to realize there's something magical about them. Their hidden flaws are out there. They're exposed. I hope that people feel that they can share their flaws. And for example, some of my plushy dolls, I hope that they can hold on to them and feel secure with them. Like my artistic dolls, they're more just artistic dolls. That's just what I call them, where the flaws are seen, that your journey is heard, that your hurts, your wants, your desires are all seen, and they are heard if you allow them to come out and not be afraid to share them. That's what I hope when people get my dolls.